As you are aware, the Honorable Minister has been championing household toilet, that every household should have a toilet. And this we have pursued vigorously and has got a lot of success in this area. As we speak, a number of households across the country, and this has led to most district and community being declared ODF. In the case of Greater Accra, because of the influx of the population and people coming to do business here, we had a serious challenge of open defecation, and so we need to address this, and this is what the project was seeking to address. And as you are aware, we use the project to accelerate implementation of some of these policies. We've come far, and the project has been able to provide over 27,000 households, and this is benefiting over 217,000 populations which were hitherto doing open defecation. And so almost all of this population have been taken out of the streets, off the open, and so they own toilet in their homes. Now most of these toilets that we provided are mostly what we refer to as on-site toilet facility, where the facility exists in the homes. It's been the policy of the ministry that going forward we should also consider the option of providing sewage systems so that community individual households can easily be connected. This is because in most cases, particularly in the low-income communities, the conditions are such that it's very difficult even to provide septic tanks and to even have space to provide these facilities. And so the ministry, whilst promoting each home with a toilet, is vigorously championing the provision of simplified sewage systems. And in those communities, low-income communities, we have what we call condominium systems or simplified systems, like I said, where we connect the households, each of them. As you flash, it goes to a centralized, decentralized treatment unit, where the facility is not being handled at the location of where you drop your feces. So we are promoting this, and to do this, two communities have been selected: Ashaman, Newtown, and then a community called Bankuma. And I will tell you, the reason being these communities is because they had some existing infrastructure which the ministry decided to take advantage of the infrastructure. In the case of Bankuma, there is an existing main line in Tema which passes through the community, and so the essence is that why not take advantage and connect all those communities to that existing main line that connects to the treatment unit or outfall within the Bankuma community. In the case of Ashaman, it used to have some existing treatment sessions which were not really completed, and so there was a need to take advantage of the existing infrastructure and to expand the coverage to the low-income communities of Newtown. We have our consultants here who will give you a gist of what each project is seeking to do. Today, we are here to sign two contracts, one for Ashaman, and in the case of Ashaman, we are connecting a community called Newtown, and we are providing about 24 kilometers of sewer pipelines and then 420 manholes, which will connect 4,805 households to be served. When I say household, each household will not be less than 10. So you can know the number of population that will be served by completing this facility. When we went through the tender, we came out with a contractor by name Vulos Company Limited, who is now represented. The consultant for their contract is People's Dialogue in collaboration with Waste Care Associate. People's Dialogue in collaboration with Waste Care Associate. They are also here represented. The contract value is 20.7 million Ghana cedi. 20.7 million Ghana cedi, and the construction duration is 8 months. 8 months is supposed to be starting on the 16th of March. Coming Monday is the effective commencement date, even though some preliminary mobilization activities has gone on preceding this today's event. And so we are expecting that by 16th of November, this facility will be completed. One significant component of this project is that as they are putting the infrastructure on the ground, a team will also be sensitizing the community and supporting them to connect. So by the time the facility is ready, at least we would have covered a significant portion will be connected. So it will be a white elephant where the facility will be finished. It's not that we're going to get people to connect. As part of the construction, people will be connecting alongside. So the facility, by the time it finished, would have had a lot of people connecting to the system. And so all those who do not have toilet in their homes within the Bankuma community, if you visit, you realize the low income would have been connected. In the case of Bankuma, this is Ashama town. In the case of Bankuma, we are doing about 5.1 kilometers of sewer pipelines and 96 manholes. We will be connecting 1,048. The community is relatively smaller. 1,048 households, and we also have a treatment unit. It's an on-site, so as you connect, the sewers will be connected, linked to a treatment facility that will treat the facility before disposing to an appropriate place. We have this 1,048 people, roughly 12,700 persons to benefit from this, and this is low-income community. If this becomes successful, which we know it will be very successful, we are expanding this to other communities who do not have these systems. So instead of the on-site, it will all be connected. This is the solution adopted by the ministry to address the deficit in the household toilets in our environment. And we are expanding across the entire country. So this is a move in the right direction. We've gathered here today to do the signing of these two contracts. The Bankuma contract is 5.7 million Ghana cedi. It's for 6 months construction duration. We have the paper, I can give it out to you. It is starting also on the 16th of March and it's supposed to be completed by 16th of September this year. The contract is awarded to Buta Company Limited, Buta, which is also represented here, and the consultant is Sal Consult Limited. They are also represented. So in brief, this is the ministry's pursuit towards providing household toilet and putting infrastructure in place to connect as many people as possible to ensure that we avoid open defecation and the community will be out of open defecation. So today we've gathered here for that purpose and the signing ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Into open defecation free, and our environment will be the beneficiary, and our health will also improve because we won't have sewage falling out of pipes to get into unauthorized places. So with the figures we are having as at July last year, we moved people, 822,000 people from open defecation to make them achieve the dignified status of open defecation free. By the end of December 2016, we had 6,000 communities that had been moved, 410 communities that had been moved. But the figures we had, July 2019, gave us 5,492 communities. And this is 6,000 people against 822,000 people. We want to move millions out of it. We are gathering our data as to the final figures that we have, doing it and the ones out of it. So we thank you all for the support. I know without the media, we can't get these pieces of information out. We thank you. And MC, if you have a few words, yeah.
With the pronouncement that a session of the communities in Ashama was going to be rolled onto the simplified system, there was immense joy in the lives of the people, because hitherto in even entering Ashama, what we could see was just a simple squatting of the old and the young, males and females. But with the insistence of the ministry and the municipal assembly, today that is a thing of the past in getting household toilets for the people. And if you can sustain these household toilets, then I think the introduction of the sewer system is a huge benefit to the people of Ashaiman. And we are happy. Already compensation have started being paid to those who will be affected in the course of the project. And I'm very sure the excitement today when people even see this ceremony on the television will be heightened. People are happy because sanitation means a lot to us, especially as we are settled in a clustered manner in Ashaiman. We want to thank the ministry and thank the World Bank as well, and all other agencies that are also involved in getting this project for us, and also assure the contractors of the cooperation of the people on the ground. Thank you very much.
Very much for the Gama group. I'm Water Limited. I'm very lucky to have won this project, and I'm very happy to be here to sign the contract, and I will work very hard to exceed the work in time. Thank you very much.
Are very much pleased to be associated with this project. It is our firm commitment that we shall abide by the terms of the contract and ensure that the project is finished by the 16th of November as scheduled. Thank you very much.
And we'll give you the surprise on the 16th of March to see the one who will do the sword cutting for us. Like he said, I will not speak for long because the sword cutting will come on. He's giving you the scope of works virtually and the communities that will benefit. And the only important statement I want to make is that it's all in pursuit of getting Ghana open defecation free. The toilets that we have in our homes should have a means of channeling the fecal matter to its proper place, and then this will be treated as well. The wastewater that will be treated can then be used for irrigation and other purposes, but not for drinking. There are communities in the world where the wastewater is treated even for drinking, but this one will be used for irrigation purposes to boost agriculture in our communities. So I want to thank you for turning up in your numbers, and I want to assure all of us that indeed reputable contractors and companies as consultants and contractors have won the bid through competitive bidding, and everything process has been above board. We thank the World Bank for giving us this money as a government to pursue this laudable cause. You know, the president has distinguished himself as a co-chair of the SDGs, and these are all pointers to the fact that he attracts funding to provide sustainable sanitation and water for all policies for us. As you can see, the MC for Ashaiman is here in his beautiful smock to make sure he witnesses. And I want to entreat the contractors as well as the consultants to work diligently to make sure we get this project commissioned on time. We don't want any delays, and I'm sure you are going to do a good job for us so that we have value for our money. I want to thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you. Okay. But what's the process? He signs.
He signs
as a client.
Yes, at the end. As the
Then
witness
he
to
will
the
witness.
witness to the client.
So he will sign the Tema 1.
Come on.
Then the very good. Symbol of authority. Where's your stamp?
Oh, and that's open to go.